their patent attorney patents that idea in the kid's name, and he owns that, and he is able to do whatever he wants with it. The school doesn't own it, but they pay for the resource to do it for the student. And I'm wondering, given what you're talking about, what like something like that at TSU, right? If students are coming up with an invention, why not fund a patent attorney who would patent it for them so that no one else can take it?
We got a law school with patent attorneys. We don't have to go nowhere. We got Thurgood Marshall with patent
No, but
attorneys.
that's what I'm saying, but patent for the students.
No, that's what I'm saying. The whole process could be within TSU.
Purdue and Texas Southern.
Yeah, but that might be something, that's an easy investment to make, right? So that students are now owning their intellectual property. Because otherwise the school owns it, and the school can sell it to whomever.
Another idea is that, let's say, renewable energy, okay. Wind is becoming a popular energy source. Well, I don't know how they go about where they place those windmills, but why can you place them on some platforms, all right?
Oh, you can.
I know, I'm saying, but is it being done? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I know it's like DOE has some resources that can show you where the best placement is of a wind turbine geographically.
To get the most wind power.
Yeah, where you can get the most.
Most of
out.
Texas is wind potential.
And so, but I mean, I think that's a good point, right? Why couldn't we support? My black farmer is not going to be able to, and I think that's what Congress Group might be able to do for their technical assistance, is to do the research so that a black farmer can say, here's where my acreage is, and somebody can tell them, well, you know what, based on where you are, you could generate so many megawatts of wind or so much of solar or whatever.
What you just described was a perfect application for your son, because most of these kids are playing games, and the games are really artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
An oil well or a wind turbine is nothing but a game, and they apply artificial intelligence to any site as a game, and you'd be surprised what they would come up with. They literally will come up with billions of dollars of new ways of doing stuff because they're not tried and true and stuck in their old ways. That's really what's needed for the fracking world right now. All elements of it will change with new ideas, and the kids have the new ideas.
Gaming is a good way.
And the games, I mean, they just sit up and just do that, they're like it's nothing. A little pre-K just runs circles around me. I don't even try. I just hand them the phone. It's like, because they will come up with a way to do it. If you give them a problem and say, look, we need to get water from here to here, and we need to run that well, and I need to get it set up to where it's going to be like a game to you, they will sit there for hours and figure it out. They will go through the whole GPS thing and have it directed, the pipes, and I mean, it'll just be simple stuff that we would take years to come up with. They will come up with it in a heartbeat.
Actually, one of the companies that we work with, because we're trying to develop our workforce development group at AFPM really well. I can't remember the name of them, but one of the things that they do is go into elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools, and they work with the kids trying to develop. It's more so apps that would get them used to the oil and gas industry, but they also try to promote, creativity through that. So that's something that they're working on, like not developing their own apps, but trying to get apps to get the kids more into the oil and gas industry. And it might be something that they're doing that they don't even know, like directly is related to oil and gas, but to get them thinking of those concepts. Yeah, exactly. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of the company that we work with, but I can find it out.
One more idea, and you sparking some things because I've been thinking about stuff. But you're as an inducement, my dad used to give us an allowance, right? If you would have a kid who you said, look, I need to monitor this thermostat, and I want to cut my electricity bill. So if you come up with a strategy model for me and the family where we cut our electricity bill, say from $300 to $250, I'm gonna give you the $50 as an allowance. You would be surprised what they would come up with as a management tool for just your house alone, let alone a whole energy district. Those are kind of ideas that are coming. I'm working with some kids out in California, and they come up with all this brilliant stuff. I said, man, where y'all come up with? This is all we do. They do that 29 hours a day, coming up with all the 2.0 Silicon Valley story, you know, and a lot of them are making so much money, but they're coming up with the next Ubers and the next Alphabets. You know, they're coming up with all this stuff. San Diego Electric was doing some things back in the early 90s that was connecting to the overall concept. And they've moved it along the way, but it's been like one of the world's best kept secrets. It's almost like the Coke
So it sounds
pat.
like you almost have to start with kids who are younger to come up with solutions.
The kids whose minds are not closed.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we tend to look at college students, and not that they don't come up with creative solutions, but it's not the same as an 8th grader who really is just like kind of, you know, I saw my son's invention was he created a dog leash that can power your phone while you're walking your dog.
Brilliant.
He said, because this kid was walking her dog and her phone died. So we figured, can you use the energy from the dog walking to power the leash, to power the phone? Like, and you know, no one would think of something like that. Like a little kid would think of stuff like that. So it almost sounds like, you know, those kinds of things you have to get to students who are a little bit younger, who have the freedom to just really imagine.
Well, he's going towards the next idea, which would be in a health club where everybody's on the treadmill and they could power up the electricity for the whole gym. You know, that's where he's going. I mean, you can see his mind is adapting to solving problems.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, our workforce people have pretty much decided that college students are a wash. We need to start talking to high school, junior high school, because college kids have, I'm not gonna say all of them, but most of them have made up their minds on where they wanna go, kind of what they wanna do. And already on, well, this is oil and gas industry, I don't really wanna think about.
I mean, I would say I'm surprised at how much influence. I think we underestimate the influence the professors have on their students. I think we really underestimate it. We don't really acknowledge how much influence professors have on the ideas that students leave school with. And I think our lack of talking to professors, right, when we started working with API and just did this work for a study, we had a geology professor from Temple who had never heard of fracking, did not know there was natural gas in western Pennsylvania, had no idea what we were talking about. And I remember like, he was like, I'm a geologist, PhD in geology. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
In the state, that is.
And
But
so,
he also was broke.
Right, but then all those students that he was impacting.
A real geologist is making money.
Right.
He ain't teaching, he out there making money. See, that's what the difference really for these kids is. They seeing
Last year.
folks driving Mercedes and living in these big houses, and that's what's getting them stimulated. By the time they get to college, that's the focus.
Yeah, so those people who have them big houses and drive Mercedes, very few of them.
Because they're being lied to. Yeah,
A lot of them are.
they're being lied to. You know, the whole story is, the bottom line of it is, as a pragmatic expression of what we're even doing here today, is to say, we need examples that they can see. We need to be the story instead of all that other stuff. And that's really, as an example, I was telling you earlier, you're now my official agent because you're going out and doing the job, and you just need the support. And we need to put you in front of the camera so they can see it as young ladies, that there's an opportunity to be an advocate for a business that's billions of dollars. And he just drafted you over and above what I've already said to you.
Yeah, but the point we'll take, I think if you know, the young kids today don't see many people like them in oil and gas, so why would they have an interest? But let's say, you know, if they saw Ken Chenault, you know, who was formerly, you know, American Express, they saw someone in oil and gas like that, or they saw that, you know, they read that this new African-American owned company, you know, this big fine, they said, ooh, it's just like when people saw President Obama, they said, well, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's what we don't have, you know, I mean, there's not enough role models in our industry that people have to say, I can do that too, you know? And that's what we want to do by having this company. You know, it's not about us. I want to make a lot of money, but it's about setting a legacy so people can say, if that guy did it, I can do it.
Let me get your endorsement on an idea I told her, brother, while I got you. I said the most powerful woman that could come out of the process today would be Beyonce. Because she's from Houston, all capital, and she made an investment in oil and gas projects like what we're talking about. It'll be the same kind of impact of Adidas sneakers, or she's drinking whatever, you know, whatever. That would be an interest among young women and even young men as a result. That would be unparalleled because she's from Houston. Her roots is the oil and gas world, and she's going back even if it's just $10, it still don't make a difference about the zero. It's the fact that she's interested in it.
No, I think you're right.
And you being in a role with her as a pragmatic role model, you're mentoring her, and Tina, you know, her dad, they're all over it anyway because they know the history of this town. That's where the real money is. Forget entertainment. We ain't singing no more. We're gonna become oil barons.
Sorry,
Am I right?
I just wanted to give a little quick announcement.